of shit.
Here we go. Stand by.
Yeah, stand by. I've been standing by since 4 o'clock, you grimy motherfucker. Goddamn fucking corn all over me. Mel Chow, I fed my chickens a bunch of cracked corn and it gets the white shit on my shirt. It makes me look like, I don't know what, I look like I've been harvesting cotton or picking cotton.
It looks like you're in some kind of Western, like some old Wild West show or something.
Well, here, listen, when I was wearing my hat last time, I had to turn it backwards with that strap. I didn't like it showing the shiny spot of my fucking forehead. So I decided I'm going to wear a hat that doesn't show that shit right there. And if you remember, if you look, last time I was squinting all the time because the sun was in my eyes. Well, now it's not because I'm wearing a hat that's designed to prevent the sun from getting in your eyes. And because I'm left-handed, this hand right here, that side is folded up. So I can hear out of that side and don't really give too much of a fuck out of this side. So anyway, now my fucking chickens are go away from me. Get up. Yeah, all right.
How you doing, Mr. Windy? It is the Mr. Windy Show, man. Sure is good to see. Can you tell us a little something about that hat you're wearing? Because that's impressive. You look like you're wearing uniform today, like you're ready to be in some kind of old military parade or something. Is this a Civil War hat?
It's Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh,
Before World War I. This is a Teddy Roosevelt hat. My father, when he was in the Army, when I was born, and when I showed up on this planet, he was in the 7th Cavalry, quartermaster, where they take care of the fucking horses. That's what a quartermaster does. So this is a 7th Cavalry quartermaster's hat. Now, if you remember, if you watch that TV show, We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson, he was a lieutenant colonel, okay? My dad was a major. So it's one rank below Chow knows. A major is one rank below lieutenant colonel.
I know that he ended up shooting some sperm that made a major pain in the ass, and that's you for sure, man.
Oh, well, you got to believe it. You know why?
Major pain in the ass.
Because all his other kids, my oldest brother Steve, my second oldest brother Tim, my younger brother David, then there's my younger sister Marcia. Marcia and I are all that's left of my father's family. And because I understand that about Daddy's little girl, so Daddy's little girl, Daddy don't give a fuck about his boys, and his boys don't give a fuck about him. And but he gives a fuck about his daughter, baby girl.
Let me just clarify. Let me clarify what you just said because let's not have too much hate on the show today, Mr. Windy.
I'm not having
no hate. Did you just say that you hated your old man? That's kind of what you just said.
No,
why would you say that?
No. I didn't hate my old man. When he married his second wife, when my mother died, and he called us upstairs to tell us about the car wreck. When we walked in, my younger brother David said, "Why is Marcia crying?" And then his new wife, Charlene, said, "Oh, it's your mother." Okay, what did my mother do this time? Well, we got the news. She was in a car wreck, and the doctor called back and said she's not doing too good. And then he called back again and said she's really not doing good. And then he called back and said she didn't make it. Well, then my brother David, my younger brother, he walked out of the room, and I sat right there. I said, "You wait a fucking minute, man. You got your new bride is saying that my mother is causing a pain in the ass, and the pain in the ass is that she died in a fucking car wreck." Okay, so my dad and I have not got along ever since then because he loves her and she loves him, but she turned on my mother, and my father loves his baby girl, and my mother loved her 4 boys. Well, they're all gone except me, but my mother's gone too. So now it's me, myself, and I. My dad don't give a fuck because you know why? When I was visiting my grandmother one time in Connecticut, she said, when I look into your eyes, I see my daughter. So I have my mother's eyes, pointed eyebrows in the middle and wide at the back. If you look at you look at Chow, you look at any other person you've ever seen, their eyebrows are wide in the middle and then pointed at the back. Mine are opposite. They're pointed in the middle and they're wide at the back. That's my mother's eyes. There's Chow again. I can't see shit with them fucking goggles on, but that's all right. Yeah, there you go. Look, fat in the middle and pointed at the back. You see him? Right.
Yeah.
Look at mine.
I see him.
Yeah, look at mine. Look at mine. They're pointed in the middle, like a new car.
Are we really doing a show about your eyebrows? I mean, what's going on here?
No, we're not even doing the show. You dumb fuck. You never said you're gonna start the goddamn show.
All right, let's start the show. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's now time to start everyone's favorite show. He plans on traveling the world like Anthony Bourdain. He could be coming to a city near you. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet, make some noise. Everybody loves Mr. Wendy.
And you know what? If I love me, I get on my feet. Hey, I love me. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Before we get going, Mr. Wendy, I do want to make some notes. This comes from the executives here on the program.
Oh, shit.
I, luckily, on the last...
Shaq.
Well, it could... We're not going all the way to the top. This is like next level of executive management.
Oh, that one guy that you gave that check for $10,000 to when I was there, that tall guy with black hair?
Nah, another guy. This is another guy.
Oh, another one.
These are actually two guys. These are two executives, and they're the ones that are kind of making this whole show happen for you, really, so we want to make sure we please them. And,
you want me to say something nice about them?
Well, first I want to tell you what you did to offend them, and I mean you may have offended others. Now I remember you got on the air last week, and I don't know what happened, but you and I started bantering, and before you know it, you had taken your phone and crammed it all the way up your asshole.
That's not true.
We have a shot of that actually.
I held the phone behind my ass. I did not cram it anywhere. I don't need that smegma on my fucking phone. I didn't do that. I held it back there because you were bitching. Oh, I'm tired of looking at your nostrils. Hold the phone lower. Hold the phone higher. And I said, here, you want me to hold the phone lower? Take a look at this. And you said, oh, no, don't do that. Well, goddamn, which one do you want? But whatever. I'm not doing it now. Listen, Gentry. I have the phone positioned on a table where I don't have to hold it like I did before. I got tired of holding this phone for a fucking hour while I talk to you.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We cannot send you on a trip where you're going to be around other people. And we don't want to be a liability to where next thing you know, you're dropping your pants and you're cramming your phone near even close to your asshole. To where, where we do not want to see a shot of your asshole is what we're saying. That's coming down from management.
I did that only for you. When I'm out there.
Hey, you don't need to do that for me. I'm good.
Okay, Yanda already told me to tell you to don't interrupt people when they're talking because it interrupts the signal. So let me talk for 1 minute. Okay,
you're on. It's your show. It's all you now.
When I used to hunt gold in California, and you know I've hunted shrimp in Florida and stone crabs and blue crabs and all kinds of shit. Now this expedition to go hunt diamonds, do you think I might even quit drinking. I might quit drinking or at least go back to my tent and there's not anybody going to see me with a bottle of whiskey while I'm out there in public.
So you're really serious about this trip then, because I do want the executives to know that you're taking this very seriously. They don't want you being on a bus and something happening, you're getting drunk, you're bantering with someone and they get upset with you. We want to protect you, Mr. Wendy, at all times.
Hang on. When I leave and get on the bus, my entire demeanor will change. I'm not Mr. Wendy. I'm not anybody. I'm just Charlie. and I'm going down here to try to strike it rich. That's what I'm going. That's all I'm going to be doing. It's a different story when I'm talking to you, or I'm in the plantation, or I'm talking to Chow or whoever. Well, we're just sitting around and drinking. But when I'm out in public, man, I'm going to tell you something, a true story right now. I know how to mind my manners, man. And I'll make people think, oh, what a nice man. He's such a nice man. Okay, thank you. Wait till I, wait, till- wait till I find one of them $1 million diamonds and see how nice I am.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that'd
let's
be,
go over the itinerary, and if you don't mind, just before we get started, will you fill the audience in on exactly what your expedition is and where you're headed and what the goal is? What are you trying to do?
the Crater of Diamonds is and that's another thing I got to ask you about, but first I'll fill people in. The Crater of Diamonds is a state park in Murfreesboro, Arkansas. It's an ancient volcano. It's been there since before the dinosaurs. Probably it blew up and killed a couple dinosaurs. But all that molten rock and lava and all that shit has made diamonds. And I know a little bit about how rocks rise up through the soil. They people may dig up a couple of diamonds today, and then in a week, there'll be more diamonds that show up right there in the same fucking spot because they rise through the soil. Rocks do it. When I was at the Herb Produce Posing Potato Festival King, yeah, I told Richie, the owner, I said, how is it that we cleaned up all these rocks last year, and now this year, there's all these rocks again?
Let me
That's
ask
when
you
he
this,
told.
Mr. Windy. What kind of tools are you going to need? Because we have to do a checklist. What are, like, to find these diamonds and to mine these diamonds, what will you need? You need a pickaxe.
I
What do you need?
I I need a pair of post hole diggers and a spade shovel.
Let me write
Now,
this down. Let me write it down. Post hole digger, you said.
right, so I can dig down 10 feet.
And then what else?
A spade shovel.
Spade, shovel.
Yeah, it's not a flat shovel. It's not a sharpshooter, the little bitty one.
Look those
I
up
need
on
one.
in the truck if you guys could. Look those up. Let's see how much we're talking with a post hole digger and a spade shovel. Okay, now let's go. Let's go to our situation room. By the way, if we can, put our hands together for the situation room. We have the one and only Jay Yandel standing by in the situation room.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, look at there. Yeah. Seen prettier. I've seen prettier faces on the back of an iodine bottle, but you still look good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my rock over there. That's my right hand man, and he's gonna be yours because this is the guy that's helping put together your route. He's dialing everything in. He's been looking at these bus tickets.
That's already a sore spot. Is the route?
The route. So he's leaving from northern Michigan. He's gonna make his way
where
to
he is.
Detroit.
It's where he's going is the
Right. That's the whole thing, Gentry. Quiet down for 1 minute. The initial where I bought and paid for the ticket, they tell me you don't want to go there. You're 160 miles away from Murfreesboro. I said, that's not what this guy told me. Well, then I called Chow back and had that guy from the bus station call him, and they got into it. And Chow called me back and said, yeah, I talked to that guy.
Who's Chow? People that are listening to this and becoming a fan of you.
Jay Yandel.
You called Jay Yandel like 5 different things. Chingy Chingy, Chow Chow, Jay Yandel. Kendall Chase. I mean, how many names you got for this guy?
But
it's
initially,
Jay.
when I first met him, when we were on K Rock down there, when he was the van driver, and we crashed the van. When we crashed the van into the curb, he told me that Brad Beasley and John Ross were pissed off because they thought he was being rough on the van. He said, "Watch this." We're in your neighborhood, that rich neighborhood you used to live in. He hit the curb on purpose. Bang! I was like, holy fuck, you are rough on this fucking truck. So that's why I call him Chow.
Why are you throwing him under the bus right here like that?
I'm not. It's goddamn 25 years ago. He don't give a fuck about that.
Hannah has a Hummer. It could take it.
Let's get back to the task at hand. We're trying to get you to Murfreesboro. There's diamonds and riches there. Murfrees. We found out nothing in life is free, by the way.
Glenn Campbell is buried there. Chow wants me to go to his gravesite like a rhinestone cowboy.
Bam, bam,
Do we have any
Yep.
data from the truck on what it's going to cost for a post hole digger and a spade shovel? All right, a post hole digger, it looks like as I'm looking at these prices, we're looking at probably a solid $40. I'm budgeting $40 for post hole digger. Okay.
that sounds about right.
What about now we're going to look up spade shovel. Now remember, this stuff is going to have to be sent to you. So we're going to have to find so this thing, I don't know if you can see these, Mr. Windy. Which one is going to give you the best results? Can you see those?
Well, not that flat shovel. Not either flat shovel. It needs to be a pointed shovel. I'm not shoveling the snow. I need to dig in the dirt. That's a flat shovel and another flat shovel. Let me move it over. Move it over. I can't move it over. A spade. I still don't see it. God damn it.
What
A
I don't
regular
understand.
shovel.
Go back two.
What about
There
That
it
one
is.
right
there
there.
it is. No, you just had it. Go back.
Granger,
Go back.
the $34 one from Granger?
The one that's upside down.
Oh, that one, the
That one.
$32.
That's you know what? Like the ace of spades. That's why it's called that.
Okay,
That's a
so
spade.
let's just go ahead and call it $40 for the spade shovel because you're gonna have to pay for shipping and handling and all that. And so let's just call it by the time we ship it somewhere $100. Now the thing is, where do we ship it?
No,
We don't know
that's
where
not
the
part
hell
of the
you're going.
plan. That's not part of the plan.
What, Jay? What is the plan? Give us the plan from the
fir-
situation.
The equipment is going to be purchased in person at the Ace True Value Hardware store,
They'll have it.
So
and that's in Murfreesboro.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. That's all I need.
All right, so we're just gonna give Mr. Windy the cash, $80. It looks like he's gonna need, and he's gonna buy his own. Now, what happens if we get there and they're out of it? Is there a plan B for another place?
You know what, man? If I'm in a diamond mine, which I will be in, if I gotta dig with my fucking hands and my feet, I will to find that diamond.
Oh,
You know,
man.
all I'm doing is getting that spade shovel to dig me a hole big enough to put a 55-gallon drum in, and then I'm going to use the post hole diggers to go even deeper to try to get the molten lava, which is a diamond that no one has got to yet. And if a tornado comes, which they're there every day now, it's that time of the year, I'll be able to get in my fucking hole and hang on.
So
Put my feet on.
let's think this thing through. So
Yeah, I am. I already thought.
So
I'm gonna light a
how are
smoke
we
piss
gonna
on you.
how are we gonna get Mr. Windy from where he is to the bus station? That's a taxi. That's easy enough, right? Where is the bus station?
I've already talked to the neighbor Bob, and I said, if I give you $50 in gas, will you run me to the bus station? He said, hell yes.
Okay, $50. So we got another 50. So we got 40
Well,
for the
that's
postal
coming out
digger.
of my pocket, but if you want to, I'm all good, man, until I'm broke. I ain't broke right now.
Okay,
You
well,
know, I
you-
get
you-
down there in Arkansas and I buy all this shit. Then I may call you and say, hey, man, I'm fucking broke. Oh, but I got me a 3-carat diamond here.
Well, no,
Yeah.
we're gonna budget this thing out, and I'm only gonna come up with so much money. So we got to figure out if we even have enough. Is the thing. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. So the bus, how much is the bus ticket? Do we have the Greyhound bus ticket fee, and where is he going
for it? I
Yeah,
already
it's $189.
$189.
I paid it. I paid it, Gentry.
$199, $200.
Right. I paid it.
Okay.
Problem is, it's going to the wrong town.
Oh, why did you do that?
Because Yando
Moron.
told me where to go. Then he said, I made a mistake. Tell him, Yando. Ciao. Whatever you.
So we've been talking about this trip for a while.
Yeah.
And Mr. Windy asked, what's the closest town I could go to? And so
Yep.
I asked Chat GPT.
Who the fuck
And
is
it
that?
gave me a couple of, that's the supercomputer. I just went to the computer and asked, and it gave me this T-town and a couple of other little towns.
Yeah.
It didn't mention Little Rock, the big town. So it just told me the wrong town, and I didn't think he was going to buy a ticket. I thought we were just
goddamn.
spitballing.
Are you kidding me? And listen, this is a dream come true, man. Ciao. I played the lottery. I played scratch-offs. I played a bunch of shit. The only way I'm ever going to get rich, I have found gold in California, and I know some tricks. When I get to this diamond mine, I know some tricks. I'm going to use my spade shovel and then postal diggers. I'm going to go find the biggest, heaviest, nastiest fucking rock, and I'm going to roll it off the fucking hill because
let's do this one thing at a time. We still are trying to figure out this bus ticket situation. What town do you have to go to? What's the
town? Where's it at?
Bryant.
What is it called?
Bryant. Bryant. Bryant.
And do we know the difference in price if we switch? Because he's going to the wrong town. There's going to be a transfer fee. It's $189, but how much is the transfer fee to turn this ticket into a ticket to Bryant, Arkansas?
I'm supposed to be able to take a city bus across town, but the bus station wants $120 to go 10 miles farther.
120?
Yep, that's what they told me. That's when I called Chow, and I gave him the guy's phone number. He talked to the guy. He said, the guy's calling me right now. And he said, yeah. I went ahead, and the guy called me back. He said, yeah, your boss or your friend or whoever he is, he said to go ahead and do it. I said, wait a minute. Don't go ahead and take another $120 off my account. I done paid you $189. You talking about getting the $300 and $400.
All right, let's just get the truck. If the truck could please go to the Greyhound, website.
Right now.
Yeah,
let's do it over here so that we can see it on the show. I want to see it myself. Go to the Greyhound bus website and pull it up, and let's get a ticket. Leaving from where?
Kalamazoo,
I already
Michigan.
paid for the ticket to leave from.
I don't give a shit if you paid for it or not. It sounds like you paid for the wrong ticket. I'm gonna get you the right ticket.
It'll still get me to the town in Arkansas that Yandel told me to go to. Now,
but
if
Yandel
I get
was
that,
wrong about where to go.
Yes.
Well, if I get to that town, wait a minute.
I'm not going to be able to help you guys if you don't shut the fuck up. Where are you going? Where are you going? From where?
Okay,
where are you leaving from?
Gaylord, Michigan.
There we go. Gaylord, Michigan, of course.
Wow.
Now, you're going to leave. When are you hoping to leave? We said something about Monday, Tuesday next week.
Monday.
That's what you told me. You told me that I need to leave Monday.
I didn't say you had to. I'm saying if you want
I know.
to.
Okay.
By the way, I want to also clarify, Mr. Windy, no one is forcing you to do this. If we could put Mr. Windy on the camera, you don't have to do this, by the way. If this does not seem like it's fun, by the way, at this point, we're just trying to figure out how much it costs. Because
Ain't that Sky pretty behind me?
I don't know that I want to do it until I find out how much it's going to cost. But I do think
the bus station in Gaylord.
Until I find a goddamn $1 million diamond, I'll bet you might rethink that.
Now, last night you told me that you weren't sure that you wanted to do this. You never wanted to do this. So I just want to go on the record right now. It's your opportunity. If you don't want to do it, we could send you down to some lake around the corner and you could do some kind of fun fishing show or something. No one's forcing you to go to get these diamonds.
No.
Do you want to go on this diamond excursion, Mr. Windy?
What I told you I didn't want to do it was I didn't want to get down there because Chow said you're going to the wrong town. The guy called back. His name is Daniel. Only he ain't Daniel because he sounds like a Pakistani, so he ain't Daniel. But anyway, so when he said, if you want to switch bus tickets, and he wound up telling me, fuck you, and hung the phone up on me.
What did you say to him to piss him off? Maybe you weren't listening. That's your biggest problem is you don't listen.
Hey, I ran his booking numbers he gave me. There's a booking number that goes from Gaylord down to Kalamazoo, Michigan. And then there's another booking number because you transfer buses from Indian Trails to Greyhound. When he gave me the other number, they kept coming through with the one number is good. You're going to Kalamazoo. I said, I don't want to go to Kalamazoo. I paid for a ticket to go to Market Street or Market some shit town. They said, well, we don't got that one.
All right.
So I called it.
Let's have somebody that knows what they're doing figure it out. It sounds like you can't figure this out. So let's go back to the website.
Bullshit.
Go back to the website and let's see if we can get this done. Gaylord to what town?
Well, Chow, tell him.
Bryant.
Bryant,
Bryant.
like Kobe, like Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
Yep.
Bryant, Arkansas. And I wonder how long he's on the bus. Do we know how many miles that is? I'm going to look that up.
One day.
How many miles from that's the first town is
Gaylord.
Gaylord, Michigan.
Gaylord. Gaylord. Don't say Gaylord. Now you sound like a fucking homo
Arkansas.
landlord.
It says that it is 989 miles.
Right.
Now, there's also the Indian bus twist.
Yep.
What's the going on here? Why are we able to get this figured out? We're going from Gaylord. Is it
I don't
saying
think you could book a ticket from Gaylord on Greyhound. You have to use a sub bus company.
Right. You got to go through. Gentry, when you're in Michigan, the Indians are king here. So
this is not going to be as easy as we thought.
What?
Most people, Mr. Windy, have a car. I don't understand why you don't have a car.
I had a car. Hell, I had a bunch of them. Okay? Most people had a car. Yeah. I got a goddamn van back there right now. I'll go get in my goddamn van right now. But, some bitch.
So have we figured out the other? So what town can he leave on a Greyhound bus to get to Bryant?
Kalamazoo.
Okay, so how far is Kalamazoo from Gaylord?
It's downstate. They're called downstaters up here.
I see Kalamazoo. There's other places that would probably be closer. Lansing, Grand Rapids, Holland.
Well, that's what they tell me. You're
I
going
see
to
Gaylord up at the top.
Yeah,
All
Gaylord. Gaylord. It's not Gaylord. It's not Gaylord.
Gaylord.
Okay, so now I at least let's move on to the next thing.
You pronounce it Yankee Gaylord. It's Gaylord. It's not
let's move
Gaylord.
on. Let's move on. I will figure this out after the show, but at least now I know you got to go from Gaylord to Kalamazoo, and then you can go from Kalamazoo to Bryant. And let's just say we're gonna budget $250 for these tickets. I'm gonna say that.
I already have a ticket that'll get me to the town that Yandel said. If I gotta get another bus from there and move on, then I will. I can't get that money back.
How are you gonna get to Kalamazoo? That's the question.
It's on the ticket that I already paid for.
Oh, I thought you had to go through a different company.
And I paid for the ticket from Kalamazoo to get on Greyhound. I have all the numbers. And then in Kalamazoo, I get on Greyhound and I go to Market Street or Market County, whatever the fuck it is.
So that's the part we're having changed. So I wanted to hear Charles say that he wanted to go on this trip before we moved on having it changed.
Yeah, because last night you said that you didn't even want to go on this trip. So I'm not trying to force anybody to do something they don't want to do.
So I got gun shy on pulling the trigger on the change on the ticket.
Wait a minute, Chow. I sent you a message back saying you said confirm, and you put the confirm in the big capital letters and the square little up and down. And I said, yes, that sounds great.
Right. Then I talked to Gentry, and we decided to wait until 4:20 today to make our final decision.
Yeah.
It's just business.
Yeah, so we're just trying to figure out if we don't want to do it, if you don't want to do it, number one. Number two we have to really think this out so we know how much money. I don't want you getting stuck somewhere in the middle of Arkansas or wherever the hell you're going, Missouri, Tennessee, and next thing you know, you're on the side of the road somewhere, and we have to send someone to go get you. That's the last thing. I only have so much money, I got to figure out how much it's going to be.
Joker, I don't want to do that either. That's why I told you that I was a little bit nervous about this because I could get. I'm already in the middle of nowhere, but but that's it. I'm in the middle of nowhere in northern Michigan. Now we're looking at me possibly being in the middle of nowhere in fucking bumfuck Arkansas.
And his ability to suck in these balls.
Whatever. You're playing all that stupid shit. I'll shut up. Go ahead and talk.
Oh, no. I think we should just move on to the next thing. It sounds like in the Situation Room, Jay has the bus ticket figured out, and we're budgeting $250, and we're going to get you to Bryant, Arkansas. Now, if we can, look up in the truck Mr. Windy is going to need a place to get a tent, and he's going to need a place to get the shovel. Could we look up from the truck when we get to Bryant? Let's do a Google overview and see where the Walmart is. Is there a Walmart in Bryant, Arkansas?
He told me there's a Ace Hardware in goddamn Murfreesboro.
Okay,
All right,
that's
so I'm
good
looking
for the
at the map,
shovel
too.
and stuff. But if we could pull it up in the truck so we could visually see it. But let's take a look at the map over Google View. Let's see where Mr. Windy's going to get dropped off. There's a Walmart right there. Now, if you can, from the truck, search Walmart to Greyhound bus station. Search that because that's going to be key. You're going to land. I say land, but you're going to cruise in on the old Greyhound cruiser, Mr. Windy. You're going to get off the bus, and we're going to have to get a ride from the bus station to the Walmart so that you can get a tent. Because, you're going to have to camp out down here to get these diamonds, correct?
Correct, but I don't need a bus to get to Walmart. If it's within 5 miles, I'll walk there.
You're not
going to
walk.
Day.
Hey, we're not going to make you walk. We need you alive when you get there. Plus, by the way, side note, Jay, in the Situation Room, let's look into that insurance policy. I think we really want to take out that life insurance policy on Mr. Windy before this trip because he's going to be doing dangerous work. And
that's
God
why,
forbid something happen.
And that's why I sent Yando the song by, what's his name, Three Wooden Crosses, where they're all on a bus bound for Mexico. I'm on a bus bound for Arkansas, which probably ain't a whole lot different. And so, the bus crashed and everybody died except for the hooker. Guess who that's going to be on the bus?
Who's that? You?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's going to be me. Yeah.
What, you're going to be
Murfreesboro
selling yourself?
Murfreesboro Hardware.
Murfreesboro Hardware.
They got to have a tent there.
You think so?
I got to believe it.
What's their phone number? We could call them now. What's their number?
Well, fuck, let me look. I mean, I don't got it in my pocket. Let me look.
We could look that up.
No, I don't got it.
870 285.
Hold on, you have to start over again. Start with the first three again.
870 285 3491.
Hold on. Didn't take. I'm gonna have to do it again. Sorry.
And I'll buy me a little barbecue pit there, a hibachi. And there's a grocery store in that town, too. I'll go get me a steak and cook a steak on my little hibachi and eat like a king while I dig for diamonds night and day.
Jay, number again?
870 285
Slow down.
34.
What's the next three?
Slow down.
It's an old phone system. Go ahead. Next three after the first three.
285
Yep.
3491.
Sorry. We'll get it. We can cut this part out.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
Oh, we don't edit this show.
Yeah, bullshit. He told me one time. Wait on, fucker. I heard some shit that I said last show I didn't hear that it apparently got edited. Yes.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. I edit the show and I don't edit the show.
All right, let's try it one more time. What's the number?
870
Yes.
285
Yes.
3491.
All right, this is Murfreesboro. I'll do the talking.
Murfreesboro. Glenn Campbell is buried there like a rhinestone cowboy.
Hopefully they answer.
Oh, they will.
By God.
Murfreesboro Hardware.
Yes, sir. We're going to be coming down to Mine for Diamonds, and we're probably going to get dropped off over there at the Greyhound bus station in Bryant or Murfreesboro, and we're hoping to maybe grab a tent and a shovel and that kind of thing. You guys sell that stuff over there?
Postal
Well,
digger.
First off, the nearest Greyhound is Texarkana.
Texarkana. That's a long ways away, huh?
You're about 60 minutes away, from Murfreesboro to do that.
If you're in Bryant,
we rent or sell the screens and all that kind of stuff. Now, a tent may be a little bit different.
Maybe you can
But
help
the
us,
miners'
sir.
camp.
I just, if you don't mind, I'd like to let you know that you are on a podcast, if that's okay. We just have a few questions because we're about to send one of our associates down to
Okay.
try to find some diamonds.
Okay.
You could promote your show, or I mean not your show, but promote your place of business. You have the hardware store down there. What's the name of the hardware store?
It's a Murfreesboro Ace Hardware.
Okay, and you guys sell the supplies. I guess it's become a big thing. Some woman found a big diamond down by you guys, and now all of a sudden everybody's wanting to get down to Arkansas and see if they can find these diamonds. You have the tools to buy them. Now you're telling us, what is it that you think you need if you're going to go out there and get these diamonds?
Well, usually the procedure is you need shovels, you need buckets or gorilla carts, you need screening equipment that we rent or sell that you can use to sort all that in the water, and then you got screens to help find the diamonds and or stuff to take it home. So we do all of that. And usually we could rent it or sell it, either one.
Now, how far from where you are you from where the best place is to get these diamonds? And hey, man, maybe we could cut you in, buddy. I mean, where is the place to find the good stuff, man? That's what we're trying to
The
find
east
out.
and the west drain.
East and west what?
Everybody hunts at the east and the west drain within the Crater of Diamonds.
West drain. Okay, we're writing these notes. This is great, sir.
Drain.
That's
Drain.
good
West.
stuff.
That's good
Drain.
stuff.
That's where the land levels off and drains down to the Little Missouri River.
Uh-oh.
And everybody goes and digs for gravel in those drains. That's what everybody does.
Okay, let me ask you this, sir. Now, if our good friend Mr. Windy, I'll let him talk in a second. He's quite the character. I wanted to kind of warm you up before we introduce you to Mr. Windy, sir. But we plan on sending Mr. Windy down here. Everybody loves him. He's a lot of fun, but he's a hard worker. I believe in him, so we're gonna send him down there. And I'm just curious, if we bring him by your hardware store, how far is the local? Like, how could we get him there? He has to take a bus, unfortunately. He doesn't have any wheels, so we're going to be busing him there. What's the best way to get close by you so we can get the supplies, and then we send him to the diamonds?
Yeah, we're still Greyhound busing.
If we have to, unless there's an alternate, what would be the alternate? Could we fly in?
No, you fly in, you're going to Little Rock, and you're 2 hours away. I mean, the Greyhound bus, it gets to Texarkana, you're only like an hour away. And you might I doubt there's a taxi, but maybe somebody, you could probably find a Uber or something like that could drive you up there.
Okay.
It's about a 60-minute drive.
So Texarkana is where he would get dropped off, and then
And
what?
Texarkana is closer than Little Rock.
Oh, yeah, Little Rock's 2 hours.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
And so once he gets at your place, how far is he away from then getting to where he can camp? And the goal is to have him there camping for a couple of weeks and doing reports for the television and the radio for us, and then hopefully finding diamonds, and then us cutting you in, because now we're hoping to bring. What's your name again, sir?
Phill Terrell. Phill is in Phillip, and Terrell is in Terrell, Texas. Terrell. Is he going to? He wants to stay in a tent then?
Oh, I think it's Mr. I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Windy, okay? He don't bite, don't worry, but he's Mr. Windy. Say hello to Phill over here. He's going to help you out.
Howdy, Phil. I'm not looking. I don't think they have cabins, so I think I have to stay in a tent or I have to sleep under the stars. So if I want to be out of the rain, I think I need to be in a tent, I think.
Okay. Well, there's a place called Miners Camp past the Crater of Diamonds that will let you rent a space in a tent. And now there's also another option, because we've got beautiful Lake Greason that's only like 10 minutes away. You can rent places at Lake Greason and stay there. You just have to get back and forth. That's
our backup plan.
Yeah, that'd be like a 20 or 30-minute drive.
Now, how much do you think it costs to stay over there at Lake Greason? Because, Phil, we are on a little bit of, we're ballers on a budget, as they say.
Yeah, it's not much. I don't really know what you can go online to the U.S. Corps of Engineers and find out that, but I'm thinking it's like $10 a day.
Oh wow, that's a steal. That's awesome.
That's not bad, and they've got showers in some of them.
Now, Phil, what do you think the chances are Mr. Windy goes down there and finds a diamond? I mean, is it really like a needle in the haystack?
It depends on how hard he wants to work.
I'm digging to China.
Well, it depends on how hard you want to work, because it seems like the people that work the hardest and process the most dirt are going to do that and have the better luck.
Well, if you don't mind, I know you're busy over there at the Ace Hardware, Phill, but just before we let you go, and we'll check back in with you as he gets closer, because I definitely would like to have you meet Mr. Windy. But if you could just give him one final little coach, give him any kind of inspiration, any kind of insight you can give to Mr. Windy on how he's going to bring home this diamond, and we're going to have all the glory,
Work hard and prosper. Tell him, Phill.
No. That's it. It's hard work, and sometimes luck matters.
Well, I got good luck for the most part.
Have a good eye.
Good eye. You may want to bring your glasses, Mr. Windy.
You got to have a good eye to find these rocks like that and sort through them.
Do you think you should get like a magnifying glass or something? Is that something that will help him?
Some people do that, and I sell magnifying glasses also. I tell you what, if you come here, we'll teach you how to do that, and I'll show you a diamond and show you some diamonds and let you look at them and see what you're looking for.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Call it a deal, Phill. That's a deal, buddy. We're sending Mr. Windy straight to you. Shout out to Ace Hardware down there in Murfreesboro. Phill, hey, thanks for your time, buddy. We'll have Mr. Windy down there in a week or so, and we look forward to meeting you face-to-face, pal. Thank you.
All right. Good deal. Thank y'all.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so look at that, Mr. Windy. We're making friends down there. This is how you do things, man. You don't get on the phone with people.
Probably a ride.
I hope you learned something, by the way, Mr. Windy. This is how you deal with people. If we would have came right with Mr. Windy right out of the chute, Phill would have fucking said, fuck you, just like the Greyhound guy said. You come off a little hard, Mr. Windy.
You should just let us take care of it.
I am, but that's why I didn't say anything while you were talking until he said, "Hey, job. Windy, go ahead and say something." Yeah.
And then you came on like a fucking ton of bricks.
Oh yeah, but see, we warmed him up. Phill, I think really liked you. I think it's gonna work out, Mr. Windy. So
that guy got a southern accent like I used to have before I moved up here to northern Michigan. So when I get down there, I know how to say howdy and slang my words and all that bullshit. I believe Phill and I will get along fine. I believe that.
Now, who do you know in Texarkana, Texas? Anybody that can give you a
the
ride?
law, the Texas Highway Patrol. I know them because they wrote me a ticket there.
Well, hopefully
we're
you
not
paid
interested in that.
Hopefully you paid that ticket.
No, I didn't pay it. I don't give a damn. They're not going to pull me over again. I ain't driving again.
Okay. We only have a few more minutes here. We're going to have to wrap up. It's already almost been an hour here, Mr. Windy. But before we let you go, it sounds like we got to get the bus ticket. We're gonna worry about the post hole digger and the spade shovel when you get down there and connect with Phill.
Right. That's what I want to do. I don't care if I got to walk 5 miles to get what I need. I don't mind walking 5 miles. I do it all the time. Walking is good for you. It's good exercise. 25,000 steps a day just to get there, and then 25,000 more to get back.
So are you excited? Are you pretty excited? When was the last time you went to Arkansas? Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I've been to Arkansas. Casey the logger up here is from Arkansas, and I've been to Texarkana, and I've been to Little Rock, and I've been to a couple more of them in there because, well, I don't know. You probably don't. You guys talk all your bullshit. But back in the glory days when I worked for Bobby Boyette, I was hired to deliver 1 kilo of cocaine from Fort Myers to San Diego, California. And I did it 10 times, never got caught.
How much money would something like that pay if you took cocaine from Florida to California?
$2,000 cash and 1 ounce of coke.
And how much was an ounce of coke? What's that worth? What's the street value?
$1,100 back then.
So
now
about
it's probably more.
Prices.
So about $3,000 to risk your entire life.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it is right, man.
Risk,
I've done it.
life.
I made 10 trips. You know what I told them people? I said, hey, man, you told me if I ever get busted, you'll get me out of jail. And now you're telling me that a guy named Butch, he got busted leaving Florida, got into Georgia. and they threw him in jail for 45 years. I said, well, get him out of jail. They said, we can't get him out of jail. And I said, wait a minute. You told me that if I get thrown in jail, you'll get me out. He said, not in Georgia. They ain't getting you out in Georgia. And I was like, well, fuck.
You don't have to
Then
go
I
through.
got-
You don't have to go through Georgia, right, to get to Arkansas. You cut over through
Well,
Tennessee, I
at
think,
that
and
time,
Missouri,
at
maybe.
that time, I was running two routes. I was running weed from Florida to Cincinnati, AJ's Roadhouse on the Ohio River. Okay, that's where Butch got busted, running through Georgia, and he got pulled over for a bad license plate, and he had that 45 pounds of weed, the same kind of load that I had. And do you know when I left out at 4 o'clock in the morning one morning, I got out on 75, which goes all the way up here, all the way through Michigan. It goes all the way to the UP. It goes right by me over here. And I was out there. I got out on 75 outside of Fort Myers, and two highway patrol got on my ass. Do you know they followed me all the way to the state line to Georgia, and then they peeled off and let me go. But if I'd had anything wrong, bad license plate or whatever, like Bobby did, then or Bush did, then I'd have got pulled over and shit. I got 45 pounds of weed right in the back of the 77 Monte Carlo when I was driving. Yeah.
All right. Well, before we let you go, Mr. Windy, there were some guys, the producers of the show. Actually, I asked them. I said, "Well, what are some things that you could add to the topic list, or what would you like to hear Mr. Windy comment on?" And one of the things was, how would Mr. Windy solve the issue between Israel and Palestine? That was one of the topics that we thought we would bring up on the show. So,
Okay.
how do you think we solve that problem between Israel
I'll tell
and
you
Palestine?
what.
What are
I'll
we
tell
gonna
you
do?
what. The problem is getting ready to get solved without us, because if you watch the news lately, Italy has sent a warship off of Gaza to protect the aid flotilla, so people aren't starving over there. I'm going to tell you right now, if Israel attacks an Italian warship with whatever they got, Italy is. You remember Julius Caesar and all them people? Don't screw with Italy, because they got a different mindset there. You know, you start fighting one of their ships, they'll bring the whole fleet in there, and Israel won't have a chance. So I don't think we got to do anything as long as Israel keeps on screwing with the aid that's trying to get to the Palestinian people in Gaza. If you look at Gaza, it's totally
Yeah, but
destroyed,
how do we
man.
solve the problem, though? That was the question. You didn't answer the question.
We don't. Okay, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I said we don't have to solve the problem. Italy's going to solve it.
So it's solved pretty much, it sounds like.
Well, if Israel keeps on fucking with Italy, then Italy will solve the problem.
Okay, and then the other thing was, what about the fact that Trump has now gone away from his support of, not that he was ever super supportive of Putin and Russia, but it seems like he's shifted, and now he's supporting Ukraine, and he's pushing back. He says that Putin's being a pain in the ass.
Hey, that's what I told you. I sent you a text message. There is going to be hell, because Trump is tired of Putin's bullshit. And so now, when he told Ukraine, before he was saying there's going to be some land swapping, okay, and I didn't like that. They got him. They got stop all your silly drops and shit. He told that there's going to be a deal made that Ukraine's going to have to give up them 4 regions that Russia currently occupies. And I like, that ain't right, man. No. Imagine Mexico coming back and saying, well, Santa Ana didn't have the right to give Texas away, so we want Texas back. And we want California back too. We're not going to go for that. So when Trump was talking about, well, because Russia invaded Ukraine, Ukraine may have to give up some of their land. I knew right then. It's on one of my old shows. That ain't right. No. And so now Trump has shifted his position to Ukraine has the right, and they should take everything back. Everything. Not the 4 regions, Zaporizhia, and there's 4 of them over there close to Russia. He said take everything back. You know what that means? That means Crimea too. Remember the Russians took Crimea about 10 or 15 years ago illegally, and nobody did shit about it. Well, now Trump is saying, go ahead, Ukraine, and take all your land back. That means kick them, fuck off with your stupid little shit. I'm trying to tell you something. So now you know what's going to happen? Russia is bombarding the capital of Ukraine with missiles and drones. We're going to wind up secretly shipping some missiles in through Poland to get to Ukraine so they can fire a missile, but it's going to have to look like it was made by Ukraine. It can't be, because when it goes on there, and send it right into the Kremlin, send it right into the presidential palace, send it right in there and fuck them up. That's what I think is going to happen. It's going to be a CIA type operation, just like Nicaragua, just like Panama. Get the CIA involved. They'll fly a plane into Ukraine and say, here's you a missile right here. And you launch it from your capital. And you send it right to their capital. Send them a fucking message. That's what I think.
All right, very nice, very nice. And then finally, the last thing that was on the list was, what do you think about universal health care? What does Mr. Wendy think about government health care like they have in Canada? What do you think about that?
All I know is I have health care, but it's provided through Medicaid, Obamacare, and now Trump is threatening to disable that, and you're not going to have that anymore. And you're not going to. There you go, that stupid shit again. And you're not going to have your food stamp card anymore either. You know.
Yeah,
so
you won't be able to suck off the government teat anymore.
Hey, nobody's sucking. You know what, Gentry? Let me tell you something, you stupid little bitch.
Hey, I didn't say anything about you, you stupid bitch. You got very defensive there. I just said.
You said you're no longer sucking up the government teat. When we go here to the various places that give away food to people, they just give it away. Food pantries.
We should.
And all that.
There's plenty of people with plenty of money. People should not be going hungry. I agree with that.
And what I'm saying is, where in the fuck do they get all these? The other day I went in there and I got a big bag of real chicken fish sticks, not that pressed shit that you get at Gorton's and all that. These are pollock from Alaska. It's a big bag. I'm like, how in the fuck? This is just one place that I'm at in northern Michigan, and they give me this. And how many other bags do they give away? So we're giving away food, I guess, rather than throw it away. So,
well,
but Trump's
when
trying
you
to
find
put
that
it in.
diamond, Mr. Wendy, you're not gonna have to worry about shit when you get that diamond, man. Everything's gonna be all good, my brother. You're gonna find. We got Phill down there at the Murfreesboro Ace Hardware that's gonna give you all the tools you need. We're gonna get the ticket. I will be confirming with you this weekend your travel plans. We will lock this in over the weekend, okay? I would like to see you on the bus by Tuesday of next week, Monday or Tuesday.
That's right.
And then we will be broadcasting back here next week, Thursday. We will return to the airwaves. Hey, the show's almost over, pal. I got to fly. I got fish sticks to eat myself.
I already paid for a ticket that I got to leave out Monday morning. If you want to pay for a ticket when I get to Arkansas, we'll deal with that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. It's not refundable.
Cross that bridge today.
All right, well,
I got some times for the fans. If anybody wants to see Mr. Wendy off, Gaylord, Michigan, 9:15 in the morning. That's Monday, September 29th.
Yep.
We'll be in Kalamazoo, Michigan at 3:55 in the afternoon.
Yep.
And then, if any fans are in Texarkana, Texas, we're not going to be there until 2:20 p.m. the next day.
Which day? Which day will he be there? Where's he going to be next Thursday? That's when we do the next show.
Tuesday, September 30th.
Come.
I never heard nothing about Texarkana.
This is our first time, too. Welcome to the show.
You know, so, okay, fine. I like Texarkana. It's on the border of Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. They call it the Arkladex or some shit is what they call that town. It's a cool town. But I got written a ticket there. Yeah. And I was like, fuck off. Never paid them. Yeah. But they're not. I'm not driving the bus. They come on the bus, say, hey, give me your ID. I'm like, fuck you. I ain't give you my fucking ID. I don't got to give you my ID if I ain't committed a crime. Yeah. I know the law. So you don't have to give your ID just because they say we want your ID. They have to have a reasonable suspicion that you have committed a crime to find out exactly who you are. You show me what crime I committed. Oh, we think 30 years ago you got written a ticket for a fucking license plate light out. That's what I got the ticket for. License plate light out. Yeah, fuck you. I ain't paying that shit. So, and I didn't pay it. Yeah, but whatever. Okay, so now, well, next up, what's next on your list there, Gentry? Because I never did talk about some other shit I want to talk about. Yeah, he's gone, ain't he?
Oh, he could be gone, yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking gone. Yeah. All right, some other shit. Yeah, right. Okay, well, I will wait to hear from him, Chow, since you're the only one there. I'll wait.
We'll keep your Monday morning travel plans to Gaylord locked in.
They're already locked in because I asked the neighbor next door if I throw $50 worth of gas in your truck, will you see to it that I'm in Gaylord by 8:30 in the morning on Monday? He said, "Yep."
Dildo.
Yeah. You pushing that funny button too, dildo? Yeah, dildo. I'll show you a dildo. You want to see a dildo, Chow?
My ass.
That's not me.
It won't be my ass. It'll be my fucking wood. That's what you'll see.
Slowly
there's you a
inserting
dildo.
himself into me.
A goddamn 2 foot
That's
long.
having a great idea.
2 foot long.
They sell kits that you dip your stick in, and then you wait a little while, and it's a dildo.
Yeah, I think I'll just roll her over and grab a cucumber or something and run that up in her. Hell with it. All right, well, so he's playing his games now. You see what he's doing. He's a funny guy. He thinks. Listen, I call him Rat Face, because when you look at Gentry's face, he looks like a goddamn rat. He looks like a goddamn rat. So I just call him Rat Face, or Fuck Boy, or Ass Fuck, or Stick Pussy. There's a bunch of shit that he qualifies for, but Rat Face, when you look at him when he's camera side by side with me, that son bitch look like a goddamn fucking rat. What the fuck? Whatever. If he thinks that makes him look good, then go ahead and you look good, but whatever. But anyway, so we're doing all the drops and all the silly shit. I guess you and me will just say howdy doody and nice talking to you and all that bullshit. I'm going to go ahead and I didn't bring my whiskey up here because I'm trying to be respectful to these people around here. Okay?
That's a good thing to be, is respectful.
Right. But I'm not very good at it. I just do it once in a while, and I know I'm not good at it. I've already been told a couple of times that I'm a cheap son of a bitch and a bunch of other shit, and which I am. Got that from my daddy, Mr. Universal. He never threw anything away. He saved everything and put shit together and made shit work in a different way, shape, or form, and all this shit. And I got that from him where, if the trash bag has just got trash in it, I dump the trash bag out and I save the fucking trash bag. Yeah, they don't care for that around here. And so if you throw the trash bag out, you're a cheap son of a bitch. We are not. Throw the bag out and we will replace the bag. Okay? They're very nice people. They work very hard. Buck and his wife Jill, they work from can't see to can't see every day. They're working before sunup and they're working past sundown, And what am I doing, Chow? Sitting back there drinking whiskey and smoking pot and cigarettes. Yeah, I ain't talking over all that shit. You running the show now?
Me,
But
no.
Oh, well, I'm looking at you. Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm looking
I
right at
haven't
you.
been looking in a while.
Yeah, show me a finger. I'll tell you how many you're showing. Yeah. One, that little L shape. Yep, that little L shape. Yep, that's it. On your forehead. Yep. But
All right, I'm looking at bus tickets.
okay, well, I don't know if they want to do this on the show. You know, Gentry done said he's got to go. Probably his fucking snatch is on fire, so he's got to get the fuck out of there. Oh, my pussy's burning. I got to go get in a hot tub. Right, whatever. Yeah, but okay, well, he told me he'd get me in by the weekend, so I guess we'll wait and see what happens tomorrow.
All right, well, I just told you what's going to happen, so you just be there in Gaylord come Monday morning.
Well, I'm going to be there in Gaylord Monday morning. I'll be there Monday. I'll be there Monday morning, and then we'll see. Fuck, I'll get on the fucking bus. Next thing I know, they say, "Okay, you're in Key West, sir." What? I never said
make
shit
sure
about.
you get off the bus when you get to Kalamazoo.
Right. There's songs about Kalamazoo. Yeah.
And if
Now
any fans in Kalamazoo, Michigan want to see Mr. Windy, it's 3:55 p.m. That's Monday, September 29th.
Yeah, I don't
He's
think
gonna need all the help he can get.
Nah, I don't know about all that bullshit, Chow. I don't need any fucking help. If I needed help, I wouldn't
bet you couldn't do this without Phill.
Well, hold on. If I needed help, I would have asked for it and gotten it a very long time ago, and then I wouldn't be in the position that I'm in right now. You know,
can
hey,
say that again.
I need some fucking help because I'm clearly fucked up. Okay, but I didn't do it.
Say that again.
I didn't do it. You know why? Because I'm a fucking Scorpio, man. What sign are you, Chow? I know all about
Taurus,
astrology.
the bull.
Taurus. Okay, well I know them too. I know a Leo, the lion. I know a Capricorn. I know a few of them. But it don't make a fuck if you're a bull or not. You step on a fucking scorpion, that motherfucker will put the sting on your fucking foot that'll make you fucking limp for a fucking week. Yeah. So. But and the thing about scorpions is they're very vindictive. They're very vindictive. You piss a scorpion off, he may come back after you tomorrow. He may come back after you the next day, and he may come back after you again the next fucking day. Don't fuck with a Scorpio. You know, if you want to, go ahead. Go ahead, Leo, Capricorn. George is a Capricorn. They love everybody. Capricorns, they love them. Everybody loves them. Yeah, right. Capricorn pisses off a Scorpio, and the Scorpio sticks that motherfucker in the foot. He'll be fucking crying for a fucking week, too. Yeah, and the Scorpion will just run away. Anyway. All right, Chip. It's been an hour since I had a shot of whiskey, so you know I got to get back to that.
Roger that, Charles. Let me look at you one more time on this camera thing. Yeah, oh my God, that thing on your nose is just worse and worse.
No, you know what?
Oh.
You know what? Gentry tried to tell me it was a pimple. It was not. They got beehives back here in the back. And I was back there watering them bees one day, and they swarmed me. And the guy
next... Are you supposed to water bees?
You got to give them water. They got to have water to drink.
In a bowl, maybe, not squirt them.
No, put it in a swimming pool with a stick in it.
Wow.
But one day when I was back there putting water in their swimming pool, they decided to swarm me because they took some of the hives out, and the bees got pissed off. And so when I went back there, I said, "Hang on, I'm just trying to help you guys. You need some fucking water?" And you're told when they swarm you, don't swat at them. How the fuck are you supposed to not swat at them when they're all around your face and shit? So I swatted at them, and sure enough, one of them tagged me right in the tip of my beak, man. Damn it. Yep. I grabbed it and threw it on the ground, but goddamn, he got me. You see my nose, you see my beak is all goddamn purple. You still there? Or you gone?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going
all
to
right.
take pictures of your bus tickets and send them to
And
you.
I began to slide into him from behind.
Right.
I
Yes.
know who's pushing the buttons now.
Right, because that's what he tried to do that night when I was asleep at the plantation. He
I
was
think
hoping.
you dream that.
I don't know. When I wake up and I look up and I see him standing only 1 foot away from me, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing in here while I'm sleeping? And he says, well, I called your name. I said, yeah, you didn't call it very loud, because if you'd have called it very loud, I'd have heard you. Well, he didn't call it very loud. He probably walked in and said, Mr. Windy, I'm coming in. Are you naked? I want to see. And walked right up on me. I'm under the covers. There's no pressure. But that son of a bitch, I told him, I said, you motherfucker, you're lucky that you're who you are, or I'd have got up got up out of this motherfucker and beat the fucking brakes off of you.
All right, I've got one more time for fans in Memphis. Mr. Windy fans in Memphis, 8 a.m. September 30th at the bus station.
Well,
Chicago fans of Mr. Windy in Chicago, 10:30 p.m. There is no bus station. It's just the side of the road, 630 West Harrison Street, Chicago. That sounds dangerous. Let's look that up.
No, I've been on the train. I've been on Amtrak in Chicago, so I know how to deal with them people right there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, and you are in the thick of Chicago. Come on down.
Good. Last time I was there, some guy tried to get me to walk around back and smoke a joint with him. I'm like, this is a setup right here.
Yeah.
This is a setup. This guy wants me to walk back there and smoke a fucking joint so he can roll me. Right. Yep. Not happening. I'm going to wear this hat right there, and most people will stay the fuck away from me. They'll think I'll pull a sword out of my fucking pocket pants.
All right. It's done, Charles. You are officially in harm's way.
Okay, well, and what about the ticket that I paid for? Is that gone to waste or what?
No, we got a voucher. I told you there was no refunds at Greyhound, but they did offer vouchers.
Okay. I just hate to waste all that fucking money, man.
No, they offered a voucher for that. And, that's good. We need money in the bank at old Greyhound for your next mine adventure. Next, we'll pan for gold.
And, man, yeah.
In their hills.
Yeah, there's gold right there in Tennessee. There's gold and emeralds and rubies in Franklin, North Carolina. Holy shit.
Now, when you get to the park, there are a few cabins for rent. However, there's not very many. So,
well, if there's a tornado coming, I'm sure I can go tie my leg to one of the poles off one of the cabins. I just don't want to get swept up in my fucking
okay,
tent.
We'll call them tomorrow and see how much a cabin is.
All right. Well, you guys got to handle. That's what Gentry sent me a text. He said, yeah, just let us handle it. I said, okay, you motherfuckers. Not you motherfuckers, but yes, you motherfuckers. Y'all go ahead and handle it. And I don't know, somebody's texting me now from Gentry.
Man, and the show is already 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, so yeah, and I need whiskey.
Gotta go.
Yeah, I got to go too. Bye, goodbye.
Bye. We don't say
hey,
bye.
how about this, chow? How about this, chow? Nobody ever hears me.
We love each other.
I was going to say, like Gentry told me one day, I love you, Mr. Windy. And I was like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Nobody loves me. Don't start
sorry,
that
Mommy.
shit with me. That's bullshit.
That's not true. There was that one,
Right. Gentry drunk.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, well, I'll wait.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
Love you. Bye-bye.